Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be looking at some plants I got at the Victoria Orchid Show today. Tracy is with me here. She's just actually off camera, manning the camera and manning all these plants we got. She's going to pass them off to me so I can show you what we got.
Hi guys.
That's her there. And yeah, we also did a little bit of taping while we were there of the display tables at the Victoria Orchid Show. So I'm going to include a link in the description down below to that footage. I'm going to put that up on Brad's Life on my other channel there, just because it was sort of one of our daily adventures that we have. So that will go on that other channel there. But I'll show you the orchids I got from the show and just touch base on a little bit of the care and the culture for some of these plants. Now this first one in front of me is a BLC, Dracula Benedict, and we're just going to call it a Cattleya, and all of these ones here, they're just all Cattleyas. So Tracy went on a Cattleya kick.
Yeah.
And
I love them.
This guy here is beautiful and big, huge. It's got a bloom spike just coming out of the sheath here. I think these are big flowers. What color were they?
That one was red.
So it's kind of a reddy Cattleya. Great shape. I never do trust what's in the pot, so we'll probably end up repotting a lot of these things as they go into the greenhouse, just to double check the roots, and that way we know exactly what when they were repotted. But that's a big one there. So I'll put that just off camera there. It's probably still on camera. And we got another Cattleya, or a hybrid, an LC Tokyo Magic. Now this one also has a sheath with a spike just starting in it. This obviously is a little bit smaller plant than that one, but same care, next to full light. Beautiful looking plant. I look forward to seeing this one bloom. Intermediate conditions for these guys. The greenhouse is down to 55 at night and up anywhere from 75 to 85 in the daytime these days. And
that one's a yellow with a dark red lip.
Oh yeah, yellow and dark red.
My little one.
And a little one here, a BLC King George Southern Cross, MAAOS. So this is just a little guy here, and again, I didn't pick this one, so this was a creamy color,
yeah,
wasn't it?
pastel-y yellows and pinks. Really
Cool.
a big full flower.
Yeah, so big flower on a little plant. Again, it's in coconut bark. I don't really like it, and it's really dry. This one's super light, so this will be definitely one that we'll need to repot. I'm getting to you guys before we've even watered these plants or taken them out of some of the packaging. But yeah, so we ended up with 3 Cattleya type orchids to go to the collection. And move on. I picked myself up another Mastiff Aelia. I already put a stake in there because it was kind of flopping over, so I'll make it a little bit neater and tidier. This one is a Mastiff Aelia Trudensis. I'm probably saying that wrong, but the tag itself is hard to read. It's just a guy's writing, so I can't quite read it. We brought it up on the internet.
It was Tridans.
Yeah, so there we go. Cool little sort of yellowy green flowers that, instead of being this typical Mastiff Aelia type, they're kind of like a pendant hanging down almost like bells. So that was kind of cool. Mastiff Aelias are cool growing, so they'll grow in the bottom row where it's nice and cool in the greenhouse. They like high humidity and good airflow.
It's a good addition. I like that.
Yeah. We picked up another Dracula orchid for me as well, because if you guys know me, you know I have a decent collection of Dracula orchids. I have really good luck with them. I love them because they're easy on the heating bill. They're easy on the lighting bill. They don't compete for light with the Cattleyas, because these guys, they will take about Phalaenopsis light. And again, a Dracula never wants to dry out. This one is fully in spike. This is a Dracula Benedictia. Probably saying that wrong. But it is full of spikes here. And these are sort of a hangy down black pendant flower. Some people call them monkey orchid because they actually have a little monkey face in the flower. Good looking plant though, good size.
Some new growth in there too.
Tons of new growth. Alright, this one here. This is a Amaltonyia. This one was a nice one. This is one of Tracy's scores as well. It's a primary hybrid, so it's a cross between 2 species of Amaltonias. Amaltonyia Benedicti and Amaltonyia Cymbidium. And if I remember, this one was sort of Oh, there's a price tag. You won't look at that. This one was sort of yellowy,
orangey main flowers
yeah,
behind, almost like leopardy looking.
It was like a leopardy looking Amaltonyia. It was beautiful, oranges and reds, and
then darker purpley creamy color in that white lip.
These guys are going to like moist conditions, but quite bright light, almost like Cattleyas. Don't get these confused with the Amaltoniopsis or the waterfall orchids. These are a different orchid, although at one point they were in the same genus there. And this is a guy, yeah, I'm super excited about this little guy here. This is a Dendrobium tetragranum. I may be saying that wrong. Variation giganticum. Now, I've never seen this one before. There was one in the show. They're almost like a Brassa orchid, but they have long sort of tendrils that come down like a spider, and they have a neat smell to them, but they're like a miniature. This is, as far as I can tell, about a full-size cane that should be blooming size. So that one was a great score. I love Dendrobiums. There's so many different kinds of Dendrobiums. This one is a warm grower. It's never going to want to dry out, and it's never going to want a dry winter rest. Just is going to keep growing all the time. Put that guy there. And this one here, we got another Dendrobium. So this Dendrobium here, I haven't even got it out of the package yet. Let's try to take it out of the package. That will work. There we go. It is a big one. And it is a hybrid. It is called Dendrobium Green Lantern. And yeah, it's in such a small pot and it's so light right now I can't actually let it go because it will just fall over. So it's going to need some repotting, or at least put this into a clay pot. But again, I like to always check out the roots just to see what I'm dealing with and make sure that they're happy. So it'll probably get a new pot, but I think sliding this in a clay pot for now would be great. This one is kind of a orange center with a greeny cream outside, and it has got some nice big buds on it. So all of these ones that are in bud and that you're going to see in future greenhouse updates anyway, so I'll make sure I show you those when they come out in bloom. But super excited about this guy. Good score too. It was quite cheap compared to some of these. It was 20 bucks, so good sized plant for 20 bucks and lots of blooms on it. I asked the guy growing this one how he grows it, because as a hybrid they're kind of hard to look up, and he says he just grows in intermediate conditions. So that's 55 at night and 75 during the day. They do like that drop in temperature, but he said he doesn't keep it warm, he doesn't give it a dry winter rest, so neither will I. And I have to lay this guy down because he won't stand.
I love the color of its leaves.
I know.
The stalk.
It's I love Dendrobiums. They're great. All right, another one with a price tag on. This guy here is another really exciting one. This is a Cymbidium, and it is a primary hybrid as well, a cross between, oh god, I'm just going to show you the pot here. So it has two parents as opposed to being a hybrid with miscellaneous parents. So it could be, it could still have a scent to it. It has dark red purple flowers to it. The leaves, unlike normal Cymbidium leaves, they're very succulent-like, very firm, strap-like and hard. And it has pendant flowers, so this will get huge with big leaves on it and big purpley dark maroon flowers that come down in pendants. So really happy about that one. It's definitely a few years away from being a specimen plant, but it has its original growth and a new growth on it. Going to give it pretty typical Cymbidium care, bright light in the summertime. I'm going to let it cool down and dry out a little bit for the wintertime. Although this guy that I was talking to, this vendor, these all come from different vendors, I'm just sort of mixing them together. This vendor said that this guy here, he doesn't really keep it that cool. He treats it more like a Chinese Cymbidium, where they're a little bit warmer all the time. He says he has them in 2 greenhouses, and the greenhouse where they do the best actually keeps the nighttime temperature of about 15-16 degrees. He does have others in a greenhouse that's down to 13, just like mine. He says they do okay as well, just not quite as good with those few degrees colder. But this one is one of my favorites of the day, I think.
Me
Beautiful
too.
plant. Yeah, it is great.
I want that one in something hanging, big hanging basket.
Yes, that would be awesome in a hanging pendant Cymbidium in a hanging basket. Whew. In one of those coconut husk baskets. Yes, that would be it. Hang it up, and then it would get bright light as well. This last one here, we have a slipper orchid. This is a species, how am I going to say this? Paphscalacula. I'm going to do that for you. But anyways, this is a species. It is an intermediate grower. He said, this vendor said that it would grow great as a house plant, or you could keep it in the greenhouse. So it has 3 fans on it. One fan I see has already bloomed, so that's a good sign. The second fan that's blooming now is actually really young still. It hasn't even really developed. It looks like it's part of this fan behind it, but it's not. These are 2 separate fans. It looks like they only get about 3 leaves per fan. And so this young fan here is blooming. Beautiful plant. Kind of veiny lip. Some hairs up there. It's simple and elegant. Nothing too big and robust, but I'll show you that guy there. Hopefully you can see it without me shaking. And as a bonus, there's a 3rd fan back there that I would say is probably near blooming size. So that's great. I think this guy's going to live in the house for a while he blooms, and we'll just see how he develops. The potting medium on this looks really fresh, but it seems to be potted up too high. I quickly put a little bit of moss on here because I can see the roots right here. So I didn't really like the looks of that. Although the roots look perfectly healthy, they're sort of hanging out of the pot a little bit. So covered that until I decide what to do with it. But anyways, that is the plants that we came home with for this trip. And this is just the beginning of orchid season. I think we're going to hit at least one more orchid show. Maybe 2, but at least one more. I mean, my society itself has their orchid show in April. This is the first one of the year. As I say, this is in Victoria. So mine is another month away, and I'm hoping it kind of slows down. I mean, a lot of the budget gets spent right away, but you always find some treasures at every orchid show. So anyways, I'm going to do some watering and some repotting here. I hope you like this video. Remember, if you want to see the footage of the actual show, I'm going to do up a video for that and put it on Brad's Life. So if you haven't subscribed to Brad's Life, make sure you do that. And if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to this channel as well. Thanks, Tracy, for manning the camera and passing the plants and helping with the descriptions, since half the plants you bought.
No problem.
And anyways, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.